We're back at it.
And we're questioning if we've totally lost our minds.
Welcome back. This week we're posted up in Leavenworth, Washington, where pine meets granite and the road gets steep. And if you're new here, we're Taylor and Gabe. With our dog and our 4x4 camper, we've just stepped into full-time travel. We're headed north, chasing the wild curve of the map all the way to Alaska. But before we cross that border, let me catch you up to speed. We started our journey in Florida, saying one final goodbye to the saltwater and sand. Then we turned west and found wild horses running free in Texas. We felt the pull of the red rock and mystic air in Sedona. That's a good question.
Oh, and you like fake nudge it?
No. And swapped out our engine just beyond the Grand Canyon. Every mile since has been northbound. Every moment, one step deeper into the unknown. Welcome to Kill or Cure, where the wild gets personal.
We've been on the road full time for about 4 months now, and things are running pretty well. The new engine's doing great. We've been able to fix our transmission overheating issues, but after putting our rig to the test off-road last week, there's a few maintenance items that we need to take care of, as well as some upgrades that we would really like to do before we go to Alaska. Being on the road full time doesn't really lend itself to just working on your van, so we have to be pretty strategic about this. And to be honest, we've kind of been pushing these projects off for some time now. Enter our friends who just purchased a house in the greater Leavenworth area, and they took us around, took us on a beautiful hike. We went downtown Leavenworth. We had a great time with them over the weekend. They hopped into their van and are off to some summer adventures and have graciously allowed us to camp outside their house in order to cross some of these items off the list before Alaska.
So for our first big project, we're gonna swap out the exhaust. Back when we swapped out the engine, I broke a couple bolts on the exhaust and I just did a quick repair. And then also right before we left, a bunch of the exhaust hangers were broken and everything was just kind of janky. At the time, I just kind of wired everything up and it's like not the best fix. And we started adding it all up. And I think by the time we fix all the different pieces, we'd be better off just swapping out the entire exhaust. And not to mention our exhaust temperatures have been getting really hot. So right now we have a 3-inch exhaust and the new one is 4 inches. So I'm hoping that the increase in the exhaust size will help cool everything down. And so I think that's gonna be the first project we work on. Ooh, that's a fun little warm up.
We're gonna enjoy this beautiful day and do a quick bouldering session, and we'll give you the rest of our maintenance plan in a minute. Oh, that was fun. We're gonna go grab a bite to eat in downtown Leavenworth, and then we're gonna show you the rest of our plan. We also need to fix our hot water heater, upgrade our shower system, and fix our table hinges because we keep breaking them. But we're in downtown Leavenworth right now, and we're gonna go get some food. Let's go. We just turned down to our friend's street, and I think some packages have arrived.
Hinges, Apple TV remote, gauge stuff, Starlink parts, a hole saw that looks tiny but I guess is right, Starlink stuff.
We're gonna get settled for the night, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning. We are on day 2, or I guess kind of day 1 of projects. And we're starting off big with the exhaust, mainly because we're just gonna see how the exhaust goes. And Gabe's already started, so I'm gonna show you.
I think this is different than stop one. It doesn't fit. And then here's the problem. They want you to cut this exhaust out. But I really don't want to do that first step. I want to see how this is.
Right, you want to like fit it first.
Yeah. Yeah, not the greatest start. All right, so it's kind of the point of no return because I'm gonna cut the old exhaust out. So hopefully the new one goes in. If not, we're gonna have a problem.
It's a little scary that you have to like totally do away with the old exhaust.
Yeah, I thought I could put it in pieces to make sure, but here goes nothing. You're supposed to cut the exhaust in half.
Oh.
I can recover from this if I have to. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pull it out.
Yeah, you're trying to like
pull it out in one piece.
Yeah.
Taylor,
Yeah.
can you give me a tool bag or something? I don't want this brake line. Actually, I'm gonna need your help.
What?
I'm gonna need your help. Are you in work clothes or no?
Yeah, I can do it. Let me put a shirt on. Hi. Surprise. I'm hitting the, if I got a little further left, I could go up more. Yeah.
So close. Okay, you're hitting the drive shaft, I'm hitting the frame rail, and then we're hitting the shock. Like, I could grab a mallet and bang it, I just don't really want to do that.
Can we cut it? Cut the exhaust?
I mean, we're stuck with it then.
Was there a situation where we're putting this new one back in?
If this just goes total shit, I don't know. The problem is, the more you tweak that way, the more you're on the shock.
Hitting the shock, yeah.
The more you tweak that way, now,
It's like not moving. The muffler's hitting that. I could lift it. I could try to lift the muffler over the drive shaft, but it's probably not going to work because the hitting that crossbar up top.
Yeah, the only other option I can see is, do you have room in front of the cross member? Then maybe we could go back out, put your side back up, go straight. Alright?
Yep, I'm good. Okay.
Let me know when you go further across.
Okay, keep going. So we made the decision that we're not going to take the shock off. We're going to just cut the exhaust behind the muffler, and Gabe's last cutoff wheel for the grinder is broken. How did that happen? It just broke in the bag? All right, so I'm gonna walk to Ace and get a new one. There you go. Can you take that sticker off?
Nah. It'll burn off eventually and just smell bad for a while. pretty
That's
good.
beautiful.
Okay.
So now we gotta attach this pipe.
Yeah, these hangers I don't love.
Look at this. There. Are you redirecting it? Like, is it still gonna go out the back, or are we gonna put it out the side?
I eventually wanted to go out the side.
Is it gonna be louder?
I've heard mixed reviews. That's I can kind of get this at
Pocket
an angle, I
left.
think.
Out the passenger side? Do you ever think your wife would be under a car machine?
Honestly, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Every person in my family has held something under a car. I've definitely had like my feet on a transmission while my dad wiggled an engine.
Let me show you where we're at. Got this, muffler. This is the hanger that keeps falling out.
This hanger might be better there.
Now we gotta do this side.
Oh, this got bent
What?
when it dropped. Can you reach the channel locks or no?
Yeah.
Just keep a half a hand on this. I'm gonna screw around with the back because we gotta figure out something there. But I think we might end up making the cut off of the downpipe.
But do you have enough room to get to the front? Enough length?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A bit extra. So I think if we can cut, hell, I think we're gonna end up having to cut like 10 inches off the downpipe. I won't cut that much to start, but
You're just gonna take off the downpipe versus right here.
yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm gonna hop back. We just gotta figure out.
Isn't this an easier cut though, because it's straight in the downpipe curve?
No, not on the end.
And then we gotta figure this hump
I
out.
gotta figure that first. But so I'll be real with you. The muffler's working way better than I thought it would.
Yeah, way better. It's not as big. It's not as like oblong.
It's just fitting.
Yeah.
Like I was concerned
I was a
about.
little
all of
nervous
it.
when I saw the side of this.
We might end up having to cut both, but what I'm tempted to do is maybe just cut 3 inches off of the downpipe, just get it in, and then I could take the rest off of like this or that or whatever. Because what I don't want to do is cut the downpipe too short, and the downpipe is harder to judge.
And then deal with the hump back here.
Yeah, we gotta look at that because that's gonna shift us. All right.
So right now we're trying to deal with this hump.
So here's the problem. We do have to go back that way though. This is what's weird. The bend doesn't want to be back, but it has to be.
So here's the thing, we've been trying to stay like kind of stealth. I know, stealth while doing a full exhaust like change out, but we've just been trying not to draw a lot of attention. Our friends are actually getting a new roof, so in the morning it was perfect because the roofers were working and we just kind of blended in with the chaos. But now Gabe's gonna like cut 4 inches off of this exhaust, and yeah, we're just gonna try to do it in the most inconspicuous way. So here goes nothing.
Ricola. Ricola. Hook up the down pipe and the up pipes that I took out, and then we'll just measure this distance, add, I think it's like 10 inches to it for the flange.
Okay.
Chop that, and I think we'll be Gucci then. And then I might mess around with the straight pipe, I don't know. Like I might use maybe the chalk and just jam something in there for now.
So that we have something to get
and
to the
then
muffler
maybe take
guy.
the other one to a shop or something, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Figure it out. Should hopefully be the last cut, but I think I cut this piece, file it, and then I have to just tighten up all the up pipes, down pipes, and everything. Everything's just kind of hand tight. But I think after that we can fire it up, see how it sounds. So,
Oh my God.
as long as I don't mess
Wow.
up this cut or two, I think we're good.
Did you measure twice?
No, measure once. Measure once, cut twice.
No.
Or measure once, mess it up, order another piece, cut it twice. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna tighten up the up pipes and down pipes, and then let's fire it up, see how it sounds before we clean everything up.
Woo!
That's not bad. It's definitely a little louder. It's a little deeper.
It's a little deeper. Like it feels like, I don't mind
I don't know
it.
on the highway what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna turn it off.
So it looks pretty good. Gabe rigged it up down there to like terminate down. I'll show you in a second. But here she is. New 4-inch exhaust. Here, let's go look at the termination. All right, so this is, I don't know if you can see. That's the termination point. I'm not sure if he's going to do something else. But for right now, that's what we're working with. I would say that this little project went as well as it could have, honestly. We've definitely gotten ourselves in worse situations. And we're both tired, we're really dirty. So we're gonna call it a win, clean up our tools, and chill for the rest of the night. So we'll see you tomorrow for the next one.
Join us next time as we wrap up our to-do list.
Today, the fuel tank comes in.
And of course, encounter a few delays.
It didn't work.
No, and my wrench is pretty stuck.
See you then.